Hello children. So today we are going to continue with thrust and pressure. Okay. So far we have covered till weight of an object on the moon and with some problems as well. So today we are going to continue with thrust and pressure. Okay. So before getting to thrust and pressure, we'll see what is thrust. Okay. So thrust I have taken here. Thrust means it is the perpendicular force acting on a body. Okay, it is the perpendicular force acting on a body. So thrust means force. Okay, a force is acting on body. So what kind of force it is? It is perpendicular force. Okay, say for example, I have taken a box here and this is a nail. Okay, so this is a nail and a person is pressing the nail, means he is applying his force on the nail. Okay, he is applying his force on nail towards the box. Okay, see, this is in perpendicular means it is which is in 90 degree. Got it, children? That we call it as thrust. Means it is the perpendicular force acting on a body. Perpendicular means 90 degree. Okay, so for example we are inserting the nail inside the box which is in a straight form, which is straight perpendicular to the box, means it contains 90 degree of it. So now let us see. I hope you people got what is thrust. And now let us move on to pressure. Okay, so what is pressure? Pressure is a force per unit area acting on a body, acting on an object. Okay, it is the force per unit area acting on an object. Say for example, pressure is force. Okay, it is acting on unit per area. Unit area acting on an object. Okay, where pressure is equals to force by area. Pressure is that which is equals to force by area. So what is the unit of pressure? Unit of pressure is Pascal. So the unit of pressure is Pascal, which we in short form we write it as PA, means Pascal. Okay, what is the question may arise like what is the unit of pressure? So it may be asked for 1 marks. So the unit of pressure is Pascal, which is 1 marks and important. Okay. Similarly, force acting on a given area. So force acting on a given area is equals to force by area. We know that. Force by area. Okay. So force by area is nothing but pressure. P means pressure. P means pressure. So for example, when we apply, say for example this is box and nail we have taken. So applying force. So applying force means force on given area. So a person is applying force on given area, that is on box, with through nail. Okay, so perpendicular force. So perpendicular force we call it as thrust, isn't it? Perpendicular force we call it as thrust, where pressure is equals to force acting per unit area, as we have already learned that pressure is force per unit area acting on a body. So pressure is equals to force acting per unit area. Okay, so what is force acting per unit area? That is force by area, which is equals to perpendicular force divided by area, that is nothing but thrust by area. Thrust by area. So P is equals to thrust by area. So pressure is equals to thrust by area. So what is thrust? Thrust is nothing but force, that is we calculate in units. So for thrust is nothing but force which is in unit. So unit of force is Newton, isn't it? Unit of force is Newton and unit of area is equals to meter square. Okay, so pressure is equals to Newton by meter square. Clear, children? So physical quantity and SI unit of Pascal is Newton by meter square. So for example, 1 Pascal is equals to 1 Newton divided by 1 meter square. Okay. So 1 Pascal is equals to 1 Newton divided by 1 meter square. Pressure has one more unit. So pressure has one more unit. So what is that unit? Does anybody know? Pressure has one more unit. So the one more unit, that is 1 Pascal is equals to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5 bar, we call it as. So the another unit for Pascal is bar. Okay. So pressure has one more unit, that is 1 Pascal is equals to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5 bar. Clear, children? So we have pressure, isn't it? Pressure is said to be 1 Pascal when force of 1 Newton acts on 1 meter square. So it is nothing but pressure it is said to be 1 Pascal. Okay, 1 Pascal when force of 1 Newton on 1 meter square it is. Okay, so pressure na navu enanta karibodu, it is 1 Pascal when 1 Newton acts on 1 meter square of area. That we can call it as pressure. So similarly we can take it as P is equals to, that is pressure is equals to force by area, isn't it? So that is equals to Newton by meter square, N by M square. So pressure is said to be 1 Pascal. Okay. So for example, pressure, what we have, pressure is said to be 1 Pascal. Got it, children? Pressure na navu enanta karibodu, we can say it as 1 Pascal also. So which is equals to 1 Newton divided by 1 meter square. So this is pressure. Clear? So pressure is said to be, as we have already gone through, that is 1 Pascal when force of 1 Newton acts on 1 meter square area. Clear? So we do have some factors for this pressure. So what are those factors on which pressure acts? So the factors on which pressure depends are, that is force and area we have. Okay. That is nothing but, see here you can see pressure is equals to force by area. So the factors on which pressure depends means it is dependent on force and area. It is dependent on force and area. So we can easily say that P is equals to F by A. Okay, where P is equals to F by A, that is force by area. Clear, children? So in this what we can say, so P is equals to F by divided by A I have taken. So which is directly proportional to okay, which is directly proportional to F. Force is directly proportional to F. Let me write it as force, pressure is directly proportional to force. Okay, so that is I have written here. So P is equals to, let us take it here, that is P is equals to F. On upper side it is, isn't it? Upper side it is P is equals to F, considering to be as upper side. So it is directly proportional. So whereas A is downwards. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll take it as inversely proportional. So So A is inversely proportional. Inversely proportional. It means that pressure is inversely proportional to 1 by A. Okay, so let us write it as P is inversely proportional to 1 by A. Children, here pressure is directly proportional to force. Okay, whereas pressure is inversely proportional to 1 by area. Okay, don't get confused. These are the factors that is on which the pressure depending on. Similarly, we do have some applications of pressure. So what are those applications for pressure? So let us see. Okay, the applications of pressure we have is, we know that pressure is inversely proportional to area. From this, pressure is inversely proportional to 1 by A. So we know that pressure is inversely proportional to area. So more the area, less the pressure. Got it? So let us take an example. So let us take an example as school bag. Okay, school bag I have taken here. Okay, so this part, what will be there? This has to be wider. Okay, this has to be wider. When this is wider, you'll get the pressure little low. The less pressure will be there on the body. Okay, so what usually students prefer means, or the parents suggest is to have a wider handle. Okay, here when you put it on your shoulders, the wider part should be taken, because when you apply force on the bag, the pressure comes on your shoulder. So when it is wider in nature, it helps you people to carry out less pressure. More the area, here you can see, more the area, less the pressure. Okay children, so always it is preferred to have wider handle bags. Okay, so I too suggest you people to have wider bags, because this will help you to carry out little pressure. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಮಗೆ ಭಾರ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ, isn't it? It carries some amount of weightage, so it is easy for us to carry. Okay, this is one of the application of pressure. So now let us move on to second application, that is, it is easier to peel vegetables with a sharp knife than a blunt knife. Okay, so for example, holding any vegetable while peeling it, say for example I am peeling a carrot. When it is sharp, it goes out easily. The pressure on the force, okay, it will go easily. When it is blunt, when the knife is blunt, when it is not sharp, it takes some time, isn't it? So this is what we have told here. It is easier to peel vegetables with a sharp knife than a blunt knife. Okay children, so similarly now let us move on to the third application. So the third application is, it is difficult to move with a pencil heels on sand. Pencil heels, usually girls wear pencil heels. Okay, so for example, this is the pencil heel shoe, we'll assume it as. So it is difficult to move with pencil heels on sand. Pencil heels have very less area which is in contact with sand. Okay, so pressure exerted is quite high. So what happens when pencil heels have very less area? This has some very less area, isn't it? So it is which is contact with sand. So pressure exerted is quite high. We need to apply some pressure over here. As a result, the heels get sunk into the sand. So what happens when we apply pressure? It gets sunk into the sand. So for example, when you stand on loose sand, okay, when you stand on a very loose sand, the force, that is the weight of your body, is acting on area. Okay, it is acting on area of your feet. This will be the area of your feet. Okay, this will be the area of your feet. When you lie down, the same force act on the area equal to the contact with area of whole body. Okay, so ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, apply the force will be there, isn't it? Same force acts on equal area with bare foots also. Okay, so which is larger, the area of your foot? Does the effects of force on the same magnitude on different areas are different? So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, say for example with bare foot when you walk as compared to high heel pointed shoes or heels, so the pressure will be on front side, whereas this in barefoot it applies pressure on both the sides. Okay, so thus the effects of force on the same magnitude on different areas. So different areas it may be, say for example this area or different areas it may be. So in the above cases, thrust is same, whereas but effects are different. Therefore the effect of thrust depends on area on which it acts. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, effect of thrust ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, in this case, in this pointed heel case, effective area will be there, right? It depends on area on which it acts. Okay, it depends on area of which it acts. So the effect of thrust on sand is larger. Effect of thrust on sand is larger and standing while it is on lying. So what we can say, that pressure is equals to thrust by area. So by this we can say pressure is equals to thrust by area. Okay children, it is so very easy, don't get confused. So ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, when we, these are some of the applications. When we have larger the area, pressure will be depending. Okay, depending. Say for example here we have less the number. Okay, in pointed heels we have less pointed area through which pressure is exerted quite high. Pressure we need to apply which is quite high. So as a result, heels get sunk into the sand. Okay, so based upon this, let us solve some two problems. So the two problems which I have chosen here is, the first one is, a force of 100 Newton is applied to an object of area 2 meters square is equals to, no, a force of 100 Newton is applied on an object of area 2 meters square. Okay, calculate the pressure. The question is that, calculate the pressure. So now let us try to solve this problem. The question is so very easy and very simple. So let us try to prove. Solution. So force we know that it is 100 Newton, isn't it? The force is already given in data, that is 100 Newton. I have written it as force is equals to 100 Newton. Whereas A, that is area. Area is given that 2 meters square. Okay, let me write it as 2 meters square. We have got force and area, that is 2 meters square. So how to find out? We need to find out pressure. So pressure is equals to question mark, we don't know. That is only we are gonna find out in this question. So we do have formula, that is P is equals to F by A, isn't it? So which is equals to mass, force is nothing but mass into acceleration divided by area. So mass into acceleration, here it is mass into acceleration, so divided by A. So F is, we have that the value is 100 divided by 2. Area is 2 and force is 100 Newton. So when we divide this, we get the answer 50 Pascal. So pressure is, in units we take it as Pascal. So P is equals to pressure is equals to 50 Pascal is the final answer that we have got. Got it, children? So similarly, now let us solve one other problem. That is the second problem. So it is, a woman is wearing sharp heel shoes. Okay. If the mass of this woman is 50 kg, the mass of the woman is 50 kg, and the area of one heel is 1 centimeter square. So the area of heel is 1 centimeter square. Calculate the pressure exerted on the ground when the woman stands on it just on 1 feet. So the question seems to be lengthier, but finding answer is not so lengthier. So now let us solve this problem in a very easy manner. That is solution, which is equals to mass. Mass is equals to, it is given that mass is equals to 50 kg. Okay, mass is given, that is 50 kg, and area is also given, that is 1 centimeter square. Okay, area is also given, that is 1 centimeter square. And again we need to find out pressure, calculate the pressure exerted on the ground. So we need to find the pressure. So P is equals to question mark. We need to find out this. So we do have formula, that is P is equals to F by A. Okay, force by area, that is, which is equals to, force is nothing but mass into area, acceleration divided by area. So here, as we are taking it as on ground, a woman wearing heels on ground, isn't it? Woman standing on ground. So let us take it as mass into G, that is gravity will take, because she is standing on ground. So taking it as M into G divided by area. Okay. So P is equals to 50 into 10 divided by 1 centimeter square. Okay, 50 into 10 divided by 1 centimeter square. So the answer which we get is 50 into 10, okay, divided by, so centimeter we are gonna convert it, okay, into meters. So it will be 0.0001 meter square. Okay, we are gonna like bring back to meters. So we have taken it as 0.0001 meter square. So decimal is taken, so it comes to 4 zeros. So decimal is taken means it comes to 4 zeros. Okay, so when it is taken to decimal form, we have, so here 6 zeros are there. It means that 5 0 0 0 0 0 0, 6 zeros, and it is written in, taken it as in unit, that is Pascal. Pressure is taken in Pascal. So the given data answer is this. Okay, so this is how you need to solve some problems. So I request you people to write this in your class workbooks. Okay, write these two problems in your class work. Thank you.